Hello everyone, this is part 3 of What If Naruto Was Saved by Hinata, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and to like, to subscribe, to share, and check out the playlist, to see more comment down below. Now let's start the intro.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Join my membership, the perks are great. It's in the description. Be sure to like and subscribe, it gives me more motivation. Enjoy. Naruto led Hinata through the busy streets of Wave Country by the hand, pointing out some of the places he had been the last time he had been here. It sure was a different place from when he had just become a genin. The place had come alive. The streets were no longer messy, businesses were thriving, people were all around them, socializing and chatting. Another big change was that the food stores were full of food, not almost empty as they had been last time. Wow, this place has really come alive, Naruto said happily, trying to find a familiar face in the crowd. Unfortunately, Naruto had really only talked to a few people last time. That had been Tazuna, his daughter Tsunami, and Inari, Tazuna's grandson. The rest of the people had very actively avoided them. Not that Naruto could blame them, considering their situation at the time. Naruto, is that you? A teen from the crowd called loudly. Naruto couldn't say he recognized the boy, but he had a feeling who it was. Inari, he replied cautiously. The teen nodded and pushed his way through the crowded street to meet the two, though he did not know this, former Konoha shinobi. Hey, it's been a while. This place has really come alive, he commented as Inari finally reached. How old are you now? 13. Inari answered proudly. Inari had grown a lot taller. You should have let us know you were coming. We could have had a proper greeting ready. After all, you are a hero in these parts. A hero? Hinata asked with a smile, Kitsune's tail tickling her en. Kitsune had opted to ride on someone's shoulder rather than be trampled on by the evening rush. My, you got around as a genin. Naruto grinned nonchalantly. Hey, who's the pretty girl with you, Naruto? Inari asked, making Hinata blush wildly. This, Inari, Naruto introduced, is my girlfriend Hinata. We're taking a trip together and decided it would be good to pop in for a visit. So, you don't like that pink-haired girl, Sakura, anymore? Inari asked. Naruto shook his head. Good, she was too vain. She wasn't the right one for you. Hinata though, if I may say so, looks perfect with you. Where are you guys staying tonight? Hinata blushed again. We'll be trying to find an inn probably. We just got into town and haven't started looking yet. Naruto answered. A voice yelling Inari's name got their attention. It was Tazuna and Tsunami. Inari called back and they were joined by Tazuna and Tsunami. Tazuna recognized Naruto at once, as did Tsunami. Naruto, Tsunami exclaimed, hugging the blonde. It's been so long. Look at you, you've grown up so much. She gushed. Tazuna broke the hug apart after 30 seconds, as Tsunami was hugging him so tightly he was having trouble breathing. Oops, sorry, she said lightly. How have you been? Tazuna asked, shaking Naruto's hand. I've been fine. I'm taking a trip with my girlfriend Hinata and we were just about to look for an inn. He answered. Tsunami looked to Hinata pleasantly, looking happy that Naruto had found a good girl. Nonsense, Tsunami said. You two don't need to waste your money at an inn, though they do have some good ones around here. You two will stay at our place until you continue with your TS. It's the least we can do after what you and your team did for us. If you don't mind. Naruto accepted. Tsunami led them through the crowded streets now, Inari behind them to make sure they didn't get separated. Hey, Inari, don't get any ideas back there, you hear? Hinata is my Heim. Naruto warned jokingly. Hinata felt her heartbeat speed up at this statement. Hey, she's not my girl. Inari said. Besides, she's way older than me. I'll get someone around my age. Inari promised. They reached the house Naruto and the rest of Team 7 had stayed at last time. It hadn't changed one bit. Please, come in, Tsunami said, opening the door and walking in, placing the bag of groceries on the counter. We were planning on having a late dinner, so please feel free to eat with us. Kitsune, do you need to eat? You haven't mentioned the need yet, but now would be a good time to know. Naruto asked Kitsune mentally. No, I do not need to eat. But I can if I want to, especially if her food is good. Unless Hinata Heim cooks for you, you only eat ramen. Kitsune answered. Naruto blew that off, knowing now that Kitsune sometimes had a very sharp sense of humor. When did you get a pet fox? Tazuna asked, settling down in the living room after taking his sandals off. I'm not a pet. Kitsune thundered in Naruto's head. Tell him this. That wouldn't be a good idea. Naruto stated bluntly. Remember, no one knows about how we're connected. It's better we play along. Fine. Kitsune agreed with a huff. A few years ago, I found her injured in the woods. The citizens of Konoha don't really like foxes, so they were willing to just let her s. I found her and nursed her back to health though. Naruto said quickly. After that, I tried to set her free, back in the wild. But I apparently house-tamed her. We haven't been separated since. HHMPF. Naruto heard in his head angrily. Naruto grinned. That was nice of you. Tazuna said, pulling out a cushion for Kitsune to lay on. Here, girl. This must be comfortable than Hinata's shoulders, no offense to Hinata. Kitsune jumped down from Hinata's shoulders and laid down. Treating me as if I was dog. What's next? A circus monkey wanting to take my place? Kitsune asked, trying to pretend that she was angry but enjoying the comfort Tazuna had just provided. Kitsune cracked open an eye. Be sure to get me some food, Kit. That stuff smells good. A little while later, after setting their bags aside for a while, everyone gathered in the kitchen and started to eat. Tsunami put down a bowl of the meat stew she had made near Kitsune. Kitsune ate like a well-trained pet. When Naruto teased her about this, she replied curtly that even if it wasn't polite to eat like a civilized person, she was still supposed to be his pet. They settled in for the night, Naruto staying up a little later than Hinata to catch up with Tazuna and his family. Inari was working with Tazuna now, as his apprentice. Inari was going to take over his job when Tazuna retired. Inari was also a good martial artist, specializing in self-defense. Tsunami supported them from here, as she had done in the past. Naruto, you have some people here from Konoha asking to see you. Inari said the next morning. They asked me to tell you that they come in peace, and that they need to give you something important. Inari, please go tell Hinata this as well. I'll go see them. Naruto replied. Inari left the room, wondering why Naruto was now putting his weapons pouch on his leg. Naruto walked to the living room and peeked in, the cold expression on his face melting away when he saw who one of the people were. It was Shizune. And besides Shizune was Kakashi. Well, who is it? Hinata asked from behind him, nearly making him jump. People I can trust. Naruto answered, walking into the living room. Sorry about my weapons pouch. I wasn't sure who it would be, so I wanted to be prepared. He said as he sat down. After all, Hinata and I did run away from the village. No, you didn't, Shizune said. Tsunade-sama has sent you two on a potentially long-term mission. So long-term, in fact, that it required you two to completely move. Hinata insisted on going with you, afraid for your well-being. Shizune explained. Naruto caught on, as did Hinata. So what does this visit have to do with you coming and finding us? Naruto asked. In response, she took out a scroll and unsealed it, revealing another scroll. The second scroll was pushed his way. This was found in the vaults. Shizune explained. It's for you, from your father, who is the Yondaime Hokage. Naruto answered. I've known for years. In fact, I pulled something over everyone's eyes. The dunce personality was only an act. My being stupid, hot-headed, all of that, all for show. In fact, I'm actually as smart as Shikamaru. So you weren't just lucky all the time. Shizune figured. You were secretly planning everything, not telling anyone. But you could have shown your true power. It would have saved you some time in the hospital. I had no choice. Naruto defended. I was seen as a threat by the villagers. If they thought I was stupid and worthless, it was all the better for me. Tsunade-sama and I understand why you're leaving. She has asked me to ask you to come back. But if you don't want to, she'd understand. We're here for you on this one. But why did Hinata go with? Shizune asked. My father suspected that Naruto and I had something going on. He hurt me as he tried to find out. I was planning on running away. But Naruto and Kitsune have been talking about forming a new village, one where everyone is free to be themselves. I tagged along for the ride. Hinata said with a broad smile. Hinata and I have been dating since the last mission in Suna we went on together. It was my memories of her that let me come back to life. In fact, until recently, I was inside. She brought me back to life in every meaning of the word. Naruto said fondly, taking her hand. So much, in fact, that if she didn't want to come with me, I would have not gone through with my plans. I would have stayed by her side, no matter what the cost to me. Shizune smiled. Well, my mission is done. Kakashi was supposed to protect you too. But I'll leave it up to you two on whether he joins you or not. I don't mind, Hinata said simply. But this is Naruto's mission. It's up to him. If he wants to come along for the ride, he'll be welcome. Naruto assured. We may need guidance soon anyway, if we are to form the new village. I'm going with them, Shizune. Tell Tsunade-sama that I'll fulfill my mission well. Kakashi asked. I will, Shizune promised. Keep in touch. We'll be expecting word from you three soon. Shizune ordered. Naruto, I'll let you open that in private. Hinata said, dragging a dumbstruck Kakashi with her. Come on, sensei. Hinata said, ignoring the older man's sputtering. Naruto was left in peace. He bit his own thumb, drawing blood and unsealing the scroll. Almost instantly, a folded piece of cloth and a ring on top of it appeared, along with a few scrolls and a note of some kind. Naruto, I hope you get this and the elders don't seal it away and forbid its opening. Your mother wanted you to wear this someday. I told her that she wouldn't even know if you would ever fit into this. But she insisted that I leave this with the stuff I am about to give to you. Naruto moved the ring and found a robe similar to what the Yondaime Hokage had worn, except instead of orange flames on white cloth, it was a dark blue with orange swirls. Naruto grinned at this and tried it on, finding it a perfect fit, allowing room for a little more growth as well. I hope it fits, though if it doesn't, it's the thought that counts. She really does love you. As for the scrolls, it's a few jutsus that only I know. I never told anyone about them. Maybe they'll help you someday. As for the ring, it's not really a ring. Well, it kinda is. See, it has special seals on it to allow it to transform into any weapon you may need. I don't know if this will be able to convey our love. But your mother put her love into that robe. We don't even know if it'll be your style. But know that while we may do some things that don't make sense completely right now, know that we will always love you. Signed, Minato and Kushina, your loving parents. P.S. Your mother may actually be alive somewhere. She left Konoha the day I sealed the demon into you. I think she knew that council would obey my last wishes, and knows that you'll be taken care. Well, you were there, Dad. Naruto said sadly. I was treated horribly, which is why I'm here now. Though this does look very flattering on me, and fits darn well too. He put on the ring as well, on his middle finger, and he felt his chakra attune itself with the ring. Though if my mom is alive, why did she leave? He walked out of the room and found Kakashi and Hinata waiting for him. Why does that robe remind me of something? Kakashi muttered from over his Ika book. Something to do with who my Junin instructor was when I was a genin. Naruto sighed and decided to let Kakashi figure it out on his own. May I ask what the scroll said? Hinata asked. This robe, a ring, which can apparently turn into whatever weapon I may need, and are scrolls of jutsu that my father never showed anyone else. My mother made this robe. He told her, a sad looking coming onto his face as he mentioned his mom. What is it? Hinata asked gently. My mother may be alive, not as I was always told. He told her. But why would she leave? She knew that I would live, that I would need a parent. If she had been there, maybe my life would have turned out differently. He sighed. But if that had happened, there's a chance that we would never be. I think we would have still ended up together. Hinata said slyly, standing on tiptoes in order to be level with him. She kissed him on the lips, making Kakashi drop his book in shock. She laughed and turned to Kakashi, who was gaping at Hinata's boldness. What? Don't you remember? We are dating. She said, grinning. But that was bold, even by what I expected of you. Naruto said. Well, my life certainly won't be boring from now on. Not with someone like you by my side. Naruto, on a serious note, would you like to see if your mother is alive? Kakashi asked. I know of a place that might have some information on her. Naruto turned to his sensei with a gasp. Really? Naruto asked. Kakashi nodded. It's a bit dangerous though. Kakashi mentioned. Shikyaku. Ever heard of that place? It's also been called Choiraku. Most people are only familiar with Choiraku though. Both Hinata and Naruto were familiar with that name. Choiraku was the place that ninja often went to when they were sick of their village. It was known to attract rogue nin, which was exactly why it was so dangerous. But because of how active that place was, it was an ideal place to get information on where certain ninja were. But you had to be sure on what you wanted, as it cost a lot of money each time and the information obtained could not always be trusted. We're familiar with that place. Naruto answered. But can we really find out there? It has a shady reputation and the possible rogue nin there is unmeasurable. Can we handle that area? Naruto, Kakashi asked, are you saying this because you really aren't sure about our ability to handle this or because you're afraid we actually will find your mom? This must be pretty intense for you. I only want to know one thing. Why was she never here for me? She knew where I was, why was she not there at all? Naruto demanded. Hinata slipped a hand into his and squeezed. We can always not to do this, Naruto. She said. We can understand if you wouldn't want to. After all, you raise a good question. Why wasn't she there? Trembling now, Naruto squeezed her hand in return. But you still at least want to know. Hinata stated. Naruto nodded gravely. Then I'll lead you there myself. It is a dangerous place. But I know my way around there. During my Anbu days I often went there for information I had that we generally weren't knowledgeable about it. Just stay near me, Kakashi said. You two are only chunin, even if one is a genius one. We will, Naruto promised. After all, I want my answers. The next day they left the land of waves and set out for Choiraku, where they would hopefully find information that would lead them to where Naruto's mom, Kushina Uzumaki, was. Soon after they left, Naruto's thoughts were once again on his mother. He wondered if it was okay for him to wear the robe his mother had left for him. But, Naruto reasoned, even if she abandoned me, it still might do some good. What if she recognizes it? He smiled now. Hey, you two, Kakashi said loudly, pushing both chunin from their thoughts. Yeah, Naruto said, doing his best to sound like his normal self. We're almost there, Kakashi told them. Remember, stick near me. If you two should get separated from me, stick together and keep clear of trouble at all costs. No matter what happens, we'll most likely end up together again. And that's just because of the nature of the town. He grinned. One time, while on a mission here with my sensei, I got lost and found him in the most unusual way. I let myself get captured. Eventually he started asking questions and found and freed me. Of course, I was never really captured, since I went of my own will. He laughed. Right, Kakashi-sensei. Naruto and Hinata said. Of course you weren't really captured. Kakashi glared at the two youth with him, pretending to be angry. Of course they won't believe me. After all, Naruto is used to my teaching methods. Still, I can't believe he had me fooled for so long. Who would have thought that Naruto purposely played everyone for a fool? Just like Minato-sensei. Kakashi grinned and shook his head, now approaching a pair of battered gates. Faded Japanese characters, barely readable now, announced this place as Choiraku. Or as the proper name for this place, which few even knew, let alone used, Choiraku no Sato. Note: no means of an Sato is village, properly pronounced Choiraku no Sato, meaning fallen village. Shikyaku also means fallen in Japanese. Hinata got closer to Naruto, clinging to his arm. They had done some training while in the land of waves, and while she had quickly mastered the art of sealing, which wasn't that hard, and had even found a little of her confidence, she still had a lot of self-doubt, inflicted by Hiashi and the rest of his corrupt clan. Naruto was already doing small things to change that and hoped soon that she would be confident enough to stand on her own. It'll be fine, he promised her. After all, we have Kakashi-sensei with us. Also, you have the strength in yourself. You just need to believe in yourself. Right, she said nervously, loosening her grip a tiny bit. Who knows? Maybe you'll have your answers soon. That would be nice. Naruto agreed absentmindly, taking in the details of the town as they walked through it. The name of the village directly responded to its name. Many of the buildings were old and dilapidated. It only had about a dozen houses on this street and many of them had missing windows. Unlike elsewhere, no children ran on the street cheerfully, going about playing busily. In fact, he saw no signs of children anywhere here, something that didn't surprise him. The streets, only packed dirt no matter how you looked at it, were dirty and dingy, overflowing trash cans by every house. And many shady characters skulked in the shadows. Are there any businesses in this town? Hinata asked softly. Kakashi nodded. But very few. You of course have inns here. But the economy here is so bad it doesn't have many openings for jobs. Most people survive here by stealing or begging. Which reminds me. Keep track of your money and other personal items. Kit, tell him that I'm keeping an eye for pickpockets. No one can fool me. Kit ordered Naruto. What? Naruto exclaimed mentally to the small fox hiding in his pocket. If he found out about you, he would freak. Tsunade probably already found via Shizune. Kakashi would only make the situation worse than it already is. And what can he do about it? Kitsune demanded. He can't separate us. Not even he is strong enough to do that. Besides, it's not like he'll go rampaging again. Tell him the truth. And have Konoha found out. We still have enemies there. We would have assassins on our tails, worried about an S-class secret leaking out. And it won't matter if we're on a mission or anything else we may be able to come up with. Naruto said with annoyance. That would stop our mission here and now. Fine. Kit said with just as much annoyance. Despite the fact that I think he would take it better than anyone else there. Hinata knew that Naruto was not yet in complete control of the connection between him and Kitsune. He probably couldn't both talk to Kitsune and pay attention to the real world at the same time. So she guided him until she saw that he was once again paying attention to the world outside his mind. And why do I have to hide in this stuffy pocket? Kitsune asked vehemently. While we recently discovered my ability to change size at will, I can also ride on your shoulders invisible. Naruto inwardly sighed. I don't want to take any chances. Naruto explained. Remember what Kakashi said. A lot of these people are starving. They would take one look at you and see only meat. Even if they did stand a chance of catching you, I don't want to lose you. Something else we haven't considered yet is how you being injured or you even will affect me. Kitsune sighed but voiced no further protest. She too also didn't want to risk losing Naruto. If she could, she would travel around as a human and hide him in a pocket to keep him safe. But that just wasn't possible. Kitsune sighed again. But only Naruto could hear that sigh. Kakashi cast a weird glance Naruto's way. He knew about the demon's new form and everything that entailed. Why was Naruto trying to keep it a secret from him? He had a feeling that Hinata knew of it. But he also trusts her with his life. Does he think that I'll report back to Konoha and try to separate him from her? Has he grown that attached to her already? Minato-sensei, I wonder what you would do in this situation. Would you say to gain his trust? Kakashi-sensei, where are going now? Hinata asked suddenly. Kakashi started and resumed his original search. For now, I'm looking for someone who might have some information. Kakashi told them. He led them down an alley. Be wary of attack. This street, when I was younger, was where you waited for someone who might have the information you seek. Also, this area is also for turf wars and, oftentimes, muggings and out-of-formers of those who sought the information. Hinata and Naruto loosened their weapons pouch in their legs, not openly declaring violent intent. Kit, there's someone waiting in the shadows. Kitsune warned. A tall woman, focusing intently on you and only you. But she's not even armed. I think she wants to talk to you for some reason. I suggest we do it. There's something familiar about her, from your oldest memories by the way, that's calling out. Then let's do just that. Naruto agreed, pulling his arm gently out of Hinata's grip and running forward. Naruto, what do you think you're doing? Kakashi demanded quickly. We need to stick together. He exclaimed. Naruto ignored this and slowed down as he entered the shadow where she was waiting. We won't hurt you, he promised softly. So will you come out? He asked gently, holding out a hand instinctively. The woman hesitated for a second before taking his hand and allowing him to pull her out of the shadows and into the bright sunlight. The woman squinted as her eyes adjusted to the light. She pushed long red hair out of her eyes, revealing blue eyes the exact same shade as Naruto's. She looked Naruto over, having the look of one who found someone or something familiar but not quite sure how. Her eyes widened as she saw his robe. Kushina, Kakashi blurted out, making Naruto glance between Kakashi and the woman he was still holding the hand of. Blushing, he let go. I'm sorry, he said quickly. I just wanted you to come out of the shadows so I can see you properly. She stared even more intently at Naruto, making Naruto wonder if she could even speak at all. Ma'am, are you mute? Can you hear me? Her eyes widened and she fell to her knees, clutching her head with a loud groan. Naruto grabbed her by the waist and helped break her fall. She was a lot taller than him. I'm sorry, she muttered softly. She got to her feet weakly, looking up at Naruto as she did so. It's just that I know you. And the white-haired man behind. She looked to Kakashi. Kakashi, what are you doing here after so long? And why did you bring my son to such a dangerous place? She demanded with an angry look on her face. Kakashi paled, as did Naruto. Kakashi-sensei, is that true? He asked loudly, staring intently at his sensei. Kushina. Kakashi murmured. What are you doing here? X. That will be all for this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment down below for more videos. Goodbye.